Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Foxman Plays. Foxygen not included. Get your daily dose of Foxygen. You gotta. You need to breathe it, or else you won't be alive for very long. um, I hope this video finds you well. I'd just like to point out that again, this is part of the recording block I've been doing the past couple videos. So again, the input you've been leaving on those past few videos potentially and likely is not going to be incorporated in this episode unless I just independently of you decide to do that thing that you're suggesting. But that said, that stuff that'll get included in the next recording block. Again, because if you're watching this as it goes up, I'm away. It's a long weekend, you know, Christmas time with the family and all that stuff. So I appreciate your patience. That said, I did read a couple new comments on slightly older videos between, you know, hitting record on this and the end of the last episode. One of them was mentioning that basically how I've done this airflow flooring is pretty wasteful. I'll admit, you know, that, yeah, it takes a lot of resources, and it was suggested that 3 airflow tiles and then 6 normal tiles and then 3 airflow tiles is a pretty decent ratio. So I think in the future I'm mostly going to try to stick to that. And then as well in the future I may, and by saying in the future I mean future colonies and stuff and the future of this colony. But that said, I may go back and kind of swap out a few of these so that we can use those materials elsewhere. As well, I got to thinking about the whole transformer setup and getting all this stuff set up. So my issue with the hydrogen generator in general is that, you know, we're going to be pumping the hydrogen into it. But previously, and I don't know if it's to do with how I'm setting it up here, but I've done it differently before with the electrolyzer in a different area. But basically, I feel like it doesn't quite keep up. So I want to have it supplemented. Like, basically what I'm saying is I don't want this to be on a circuit all by itself. And I also don't want to have to rely on the manual generator to kickstart it again. That's not ideal to me. We do want to use the hydrogen, and we might as well convert it into power. So what I'm thinking of doing is, rather than have this really truly separate from this, they're all going to be connected in a way. So what we're going to do is build more batteries over here. I'm going to connect this heavy, you know, via heavy wire. We're going to bring it. It's going to go over to the battery bay, which for now is just going to be here. We'll add a few more batteries and we can extend it out this way a bit more. This guy will be connected to the battery bay via the heavy wire. And then I decided, because if I look at the power, sorry, not this, power transformer, it's only plus 5 watts of heat. So not a super ton amount of heat, but we can still do insulated stuff up here. Basically, we can make we can fit it in right here. And we can fit in 3. And then as we expand these rooms out this way, we can always add some more power transformers. So I kind of like this because they're a bit closer to where we're going to be using them. And essentially, all the batteries and power generators are going to be hooked up to these transformers, but then the transformers are each going to have their own separate kind of circuit or part of the grid. So we're not just going to put 3 of these guys down, and then if I go to the power overlay, and then just connect them all to this existing grid. Because that's not how it works. and I know I've neglected using the power overlay, mostly because I knew when I looked at it, I wasn't going to like what I saw. But you can see here our circuit status is we're drawing upwards of 2,700 watts. So what that basically means, if you don't play this game or you're not really familiar with these concepts in general, I'm not trying to act condescending or anything, if it's coming across that way. I just want to put that out there. But basically, it's saying if all of the equipment that is requires electricity is on at one time, that's going to require 2,700 watts of power. But the max wattage of these wires is 100. What is going on with my brain? The max wattage is 1,000 watts. So if we turned on all this stuff at the same time, if it was all operating, we would just, have a meltdown. Or I don't know how the game actually handles that, because as you can see at this moment while we're paused, the circuit status, we're only actually drawing 360 watts. So we're well below that total limit, but that's going to fluctuate depending on what we're doing at a given moment. So we just want to make sure that basically, since I have a total draw potential of 2,700 watts, I want to split this up at the very least into 3 separate circuits, so that each one effectively will have a circuit status, like a maximum of 900 watts. That's cutting it maybe a little bit close to the max wattage, but we can always add another transformer, and that'll really cut down on things. Of course, we need to make sure too, as we add other equipment, which we will be doing, it's going to increase the wattage requirements. So, basically it's saying I've just neglected this because I wanted to focus on other stuff, and there haven't been any fires to put out, so to speak. But we're getting at the point now where we're a bit more comfortable in some regards, so we can address it. As well, this is one of those things, when I start a new colony, I'm going to be able to plan this stuff out much better. I knew theoretically, how a lot of stuff was going to get set up, and I sort of remembered from previous colonies, but it was very fuzzy. So now, having kind of started to do it, and then the period in between this episode and last episode, my time just to reflect and actually look at this and kind of I didn't even need to draw it out on paper, which I like to do that kind of stuff, but it helped me monumentally. So that's going to be like a big thing I'm going to do. And that's also, I know there's a lot of talking with very little playing, but we'll get to the playing in a second here. The other thing is, now that this hydrogen is going to be basically connected to all the same batteries, and these batteries will be connected to the same 3 transformers, if the hydrogen generator goes down, it doesn't matter, because the transformers are all going to pull from the same battery bay. So that just means the coal generator, or coal generators if we have another one, will basically help pick up the slack. Similarly, we've got natural gas, so at some point when we're able to go down there, get an exosuit and build all the infrastructure, and then be able to pump it back to another room, we'll have, and we might just do it kind of right here, we'll be able to, just keep on with the same basic setup. This is my, again, I haven't done this, so I could be way off base, and I might be in for a rude awakening in a matter of minutes here. But that's how I'm going to set it up. Rather than putting a transformer in here and then putting a transformer in here, I don't like that. I kind of want to centralize the transformers a bit more. So again, in the future colonies, I'll kind of know now, like, hey, where's the area where I'm going to put all my transformers? Or maybe I'm going to decide I'm going to have 2 rooms of transformers. Like one, I could put one here and then have one here. You know, it's just giving me those pieces of the puzzle I'm always referring to. Now I'm slowly understanding, okay, is this a 500 piece puzzle? Is it a 1,000 piece puzzle? I don't know. But it's just going to make things a lot easier moving forward now that I know kind of what rooms I need to do, how big typically we need to make them. So that said, I say we just get on with the show. One thing I am going to do is deconstruct this guy immediately. And then we're going to build some more in here. Power. Just going to build 2. We're not going to connect them. We're going to have to unconnect like all this stuff as well. And what I'm going to do here, just to be on the safe side, is insulate this as well. And we'll do... So I'm going to do this. I'm going to deconstruct these and put... Because I was ignorant previously. I didn't really care so much about power, like I said. They each take 120 watts. Well, when in operations. But still, that's like... not a big deal. Like... I mean, it is a big deal in a way, but it's not a big deal that we're getting rid of them, is kind of what I'm trying to say here. So, now let me just think about this. We're gonna do it like this. Yeah. That'll be fine. It's just gonna, I mean, the wires, because we're kind of distancing all these components a little bit, the heavy wires, I know they're tricky because you can't just put them right through the tile. There's like a special heavy wire tile thingy for them, so yeah. They're building this stuff and doing a good job. I'm proud of you guys. As well, you know what? I might just do... Let's just do that. Any CO2 here can flow on down. Not that, I don't think these things aren't going to generate any CO2, but, you know, we'll let it go down anyways. The scrubber can handle it. Okay. Just gonna deconstruct that. Deconstruct that. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to go to power, heavy watt, and to make things, just trying to think the best way to make this look nice and tidy. Okay, well, first of all, actually go back to power, go back to wire. Just remove that for now. Okay. Ah. Okay. Always rotate. So I'm going to do basically, if we lined it up like that, would that work? I'm going to try that. I know we could go like that and then connect the heavy wire up there. But I'm going to try this. And then I'm going to dig out this business for now. As well. Just to make things easier. And by easier, I mean actually possible. Okay. All right, nifty. Now we go to power, heavy wire. So I'm just gonna keep this here for now. And then when we're ready to, we're gonna have to shut down the whole circuit. Or I can disconnect this guy for now. Yeah, that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna... This may or may not make sense. I'm gonna connect this guy like that. Disconnect. Okay. I gotta connect this guy quickly. Hey, do it. Okay, that's getting set up. Yeah, remove that as well. Okay. Power. Heavy wire. Actually. Oh. I didn't think about that. It's a doorway. So this thing counts as a tile, so they wouldn't be able to walk through it. Then in that case, I think what we do... I like seeing the overlay. Come on. Oh, I pressed... Oh. So we'll just do it here then. Takes a lot of copper. GeForce game driver ready. Go away. You guys can't see it. Oh, hold on. I minimized out of the game. Okay. Okay. We'll do that this way instead. And then just deconstruct this stuff. Okay. Power. Heavy wire. Go like that. So eventually all these batteries are going to be, we're going to connect them all with the heavy wire. This guy is going to get connected. I think what I'll do is essentially, let's actually disconnect this one. and kind of get him ready to connect up. All right. So they'll all go across like this. This guy will go here. And then technically we'd have this guy go like that. Okay. And then we get the heavy wire here. Okay, so what it's going to do is we're going to go like this. And then I think now here's the one thing. Can I do a wire bridge over this? Or under it, I guess. It looks like it. This could be a potential problem depending on if that technically works or not. I mean, it seems to. It's the one issue of having so many of these guys close together. We need to make sure we don't, you know, cross the streams. And then I'm just going to go ahead and rotate this guy. And you'll... Let me think about this. It's not going to be the most beautiful thing. And I apologize for that. But then I'm going to bring this guy straight down here. And then we'll connect him there. So I think... we're mostly going to have to shut everything down for a short period of time. We'll connect it all. Hope that we don't go crazy with stuff. I think it'll be fine. Okay, so let me just remove that for now. Okay. It's gonna be crazy. Okay, pause it. Power. Put you there. I'm gonna put you there. Heavy wire. Connect all these guys. And connect that guy. Okay. Actually, I didn't really need to do this. That was a bit of a waste. Okay, it's slowly getting built. I know, underpowered, yada, yada, yada. Is this technically not connected here? Oh, okay, so... so you do have to just do the little dot. I thought because you were building over it, it wouldn't require the extra bit of wire. So then we go like that there to connect it to the oh, wait, no. Go like that. Okay. So now the heavy wire stuff is done. Now we've got to connect these small dudes. Wait a minute, power. What is right there? That's odd. Okay. So I'm going to start by this. Doing this just to see if this will get everything going. It's not ideal. I'm telling you that right now. We still have to split this up into 3 separate circuits. But it's working. We have power. But we're still under 1,000 watts, so that's why I was okay with doing this. Because we're not pulling everything at the same time. So now what I could say is... Also deconstruct that. Power. So this guy needs power. Okay. You know what? Let's just go and do that. And then this guy's going to power this, 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 and this. And then these two will, we'll split into 2 halves over here. And then when we add another one, we can, we'll clean stuff up. Again, this is why I'm saying I need to just have this feeler colony to understand what an end game colony will look like. I'm going into this blind, by the way. Like, I'm not watching somebody else play this game. The only information I get is through you guys through the comments. That's why it's so important that you leave them. And I'm a very visual person, so it's important for me to see what it looks like. So, let's just do that. $720. So if we turn on these things, we're just gonna go gangbusters. So before I do that, I will split this off. We're gonna go power, wire. So we got that wire bridge. Actually, you know what we could do? We could go like this, and then this guy could go like this. Yeah. Oh, it's the wire bridge. That's what this little power thing is for. I'm gonna deconstruct that. Okay, thank you. And then this guy can go over here. And we'll connect him to there. And then we're going to remove that. Okay. Come on. Finish it up, please. All right. Beautiful. Now let's look at this. Well, it's still 720. But we can turn this stuff on because it's on its own circuit. So, let's wait, power. Oh, that's right. We actually have to connect it. I am a silly lad. So. Enable. Enable. Why is that not working? Am I... There we go. Oh, come on. Finish that, please. Thank you. Let's just double check. That is set to hydrogen. So, the beautiful thing about this, being connected to all this, is, okay, if there's no hydrogen, no big deal. If there is hydrogen, great. You're adding to the batteries. Right now... Wait, where is it? Still uncertain. Okay. So let's look at this power overlay. So now we have an opportunity. This is 720, 840. Again, it's going to bounce around depending on what we're doing. So now we have this one here that we can use. I think we can get this circuit. We'll take on this, the microbe musher. Take on, the fridge is like always on, so we'll take that on. And then we could also maybe try to take on this guy that's hiding up there. Or this pump as well. Yeah. So what we'll do, let me just... Again, I'm sorry for pausing this, but I kind of need to make sure I'm not causing a great catastrophe. I think it'll be best if we build a wall here and floor in this, and then we can run the wire along there, and this one can run along there. So let's do that then. Again, we could expand this, but we don't need to with our current amount of colonists, so we'll put this wall up. But in the future, we can run these farm tiles further that way. So we'll do that. Let's just do this, and we'll dig some of this stuff out. What's down here? Carbon dioxide. It'll mostly stay down there. All right. So it works. And it's going to work well, and it's fairly expandable. I can expand this room here, add another coal generator. I can expand it this way, add some more batteries. I can expand this room this way, add some more power transformers, so on and so forth. You know, it's not the most elegant and tidy, but it functions. Number one, it functions, and number two, there is some logic behind it so that I can expand it. So this will be a good thing for me to reflect on in the next colony for certain, is just making sure, you know, I get things laid out, min-max a little bit more. So like here, this room doesn't need to be this tall. We can make it one shorter, for instance, and that should be fine. And depending on what all, like, I don't know, this power shut off, I might just remove it from here. But yeah, we can also make it not as wide. Maybe similarly for the hydrogen room, so on and so forth, right? So, you know, we'll take what we have and then find more efficient ways to do it in the future. But you got a base camp, a starting point, which is, I think, really important for a person like me. Just having something to be able to visualize it and then build off of that. We're still going to say no to duplicates, although I love the unibrow. Sorry. Okay. So this is mostly done. I'll let them, yeah, just sweep this stuff up. Bring it up there. Another thing we should do is just expand the mess hall. I wish... This is going to look ugly for a little bit. Eventually, maybe I'll build a new fridge, prioritize it, and then they can transfer stuff over. I mean, I could almost do that now, but we're going to expand this just a little bit more. Not a ton. In fact, why don't we do that? Why don't we do that now? Just get it over with. Build that guy. Power him up. And then we'll finish off the wiring and all that kind of stuff. So this guy's priority 7 for now. We'll make this priority 8. Copy settings, paste. I think I probably put him back down to 7, yeah. So we'll do this. And then we'll get rid of this one, and then we'll just put in another little mess hall thingy. Okay. Deconstruct. Nice. Deconstruct that wire, furniture, mess hall, and mess hall. So we've got one extra one, which is fine. And we should really get some decor going on in here. 2, 4. Okay, so we can do exactly 4, which is nice. Yeah, we have a lot of cleanup to do as well. Of course, moving storage, building walls, getting floors, and all that stuff kind of looking consistent. This kills me. It kills me. But I don't want to be too vain and superficial and just focusing on how things look to me. I want it to function and look good to them. And by looking good to them, I just mean, you know, throwing in some paintings here and there. Gives them something to work on. They don't have too much stuff. So now that they're working on that, we'll get back to the wire. So this guy is going to power up here and basically this guy. Okay. Oops. What? There you go. Okay. I'm going to let them build this stuff first. And all this. And then once the last little bit is ready to go. What the heck? I'm going to prioritize this so they know who's boss. This little bit, I don't think they're going to be able to get that. And yes, a lot of CO2 in here. We're going to seal this back up for now. So, I don't know. I guess what I could do is I could put the air thingies here, And then eventually... Yeah, I don't know. I know we've been shutting the power off a fair bit. But let's enable this guy. Let's get some good air going on again. And same for this guy. Just for a bit. Do we have algae? That's just always... No, not really. Okay. In that case... I will take some from... here. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to build this ladder down. But for now, I'm also going to go like that. Okay. 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 %, stress. Not too bad. And it's Northern Lion, my mortal enemy. My arch nemesis. This pleases me. I think I had no power for a second. I think it's time for another coal generator. I think it's time. So this takes 3. So we don't need to expand this by much. This kind of looks like a pecker with some balls. Can basically go like this. Actually, for now, we'll start this with insulated because we're not putting another transformer over top. We go like that, and then we go like that. And Bob's your uncle. Because like I said, yeah, this thing is not barely running. This gas fan is overpressured. Oh, that's actually a bottleneck. Because I don't think this thing can run if this is overpressured. We could put some air tiles right here as well. Man, this is crazy amounts of oxygen down here. I think... So that's why you put the electrolyzer up here. Well... Maybe I do move... I could move the electrolyzer just right around here. Or even right on top. And then... But then I'd need another pump and filter to pump. Yeah, I'm not sure. This is something that's probably needs tweaking, I would say. But yeah, what I could do is just... Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Just like it's... I don't know. I don't know. You know what I could do? I could make this like air... Whatchamacallit. Yeah, I still kind of think like... Maybe I do want to move the carbon skimmer. Just down here. Have some more air permeable tiles. Because right now, it's not really in a great spot. All of it is falling down here. Well, it'll build up more and more. Okay, whatever, whatever. Don't worry about it too much. So now what I need to do is... I think I can just connect this guy right there. Okay. What's the priority on this? 5. Yeah, 5 is fine, I think, for now. So now we should see this starting to build up. I'm hoping. Yes. Good, 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 good. And we could probably even add some more batteries, but for now, we got 6 idle dudes. So what I'm gonna do is next episode, we're gonna start with, let me go to utilities here. No, refinement. Inefficiently produces refined metals. I thought you had to do it. Oh, okay. So metal refinery produces refined metals from raw metal ore. This one does it inefficiently. So I imagine like we put in X amounts of copper ore, but it's only, you're only going to get like X minus whatever percentage. I don't know how inefficient it is. I've never used a rock granulator, but I think I might actually just start using this because outputs significantly heated liquid. I'm not scared of that, but I want to have a bit more time to sort that out. I think what we'll be able to do is, because we're using this water with germs purely for the electrolyzer right now, and I think I will also use it for the metal refinery. I don't imagine there's gonna be an issue with that. I don't know if using this germy stuff would somehow make the refined metals have germs on them. If it did, I guess we could... I think there's something that cleans. Is that under utilities? Plumbing? Did I pass it by? I thought there was something that like cleans the ore. Oh, ore scrub. I'm sorry, my boom arm is like on the left side of my screen, so it actually, I have to move my head every time I'm looking at this menu here. It was perfectly covering up the ore scrubber. Kills a significant amount of germs present on raw ore. Okay, So I guess maybe there wouldn't be any more on the refined ore. I don't know. So I'll figure that out if somebody doesn't tell me. Um, um, so yeah, I'm thinking somewhere we can build a metal refinery, like a proper one. But in the meantime, we'll just get this rock granulator up and running and see how that works for us. And see about just kind of quickly getting an exo suit ready, because I know we need the refined metals for that. I'm almost thinking... Oh, you son of a gun. I was hoping we could squeeze them in this area. Technically, we still could. If I take the time and I basically build tiles here, raise everything up, and then, oh man, that's almost empty. And then get rid of this here, then we would be able to do it. Wait, that's the ore scrubber. But actually, we'd probably want to put that in this similar area. Yeah. So if we just increase the height there, I think we'd be fine. And I'd be fine with that. Yeah, I think I might try that. We'll see. We'll see. So we're going to do that next episode for sure. I didn't finish this wire stuff. Let me quickly finish this before we go. Power. So what was I doing? This is connected to this one. And then we're going to go basically like that. Deconstruct it from here for now. And also cancel that, because we need to get down there. Oh, they did it. That was really quick. So that guy's good. Right? So you can see the circuit status. Why is it 660 watts? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. Sorry. It's 660 watts because that's how much we have hooked up to it. When they say strained, it makes it seem like it's a very negative thing. Strained just means there's electricity going through it, right? I don't know. I guess, I mean, this is great. The max is 20 kilowatts. So it certainly isn't strained. I might have... Maybe I set something up wrong. I don't think so. And then the last thing for sure I want to get hooked up is this guy. And we'll just remove that for now. Alright, well, no oxygen over there for now, boys. So now this guy, we're still 660. He's about to be 780. But that's the max. So I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. The one we have to still resolve, this one's 1560. So we need to spread the love. What's this one? 600. So we could take on, like if we took on this pump, it'd be 840. I'd be okay with that. And then this guy is now 780. So we could take on like another, if I put another 120 on it, that's pretty much as far as I want to go. So we could actually do maybe like this guy or something. This guy's going to be done working soon. Anyways, point is, I think we've moved in the right direction. We have 0 stress. Let me just quickly check our germs. Let's see. Slime Lung is almost gone on J Smith OTI. It's almost gone on Maya. And you've got food poisoning, Nick. Don't tell Northern Lion. Yeah, there's a bit of slime down here. They might be picking it up from this stuff, so we'll probably want to just remove that as well as this stuff. Not all at once. You can see there's a lot less in here, I think, than there was before. Oh, this might be where they're picking up some of the slime from as well on these containers. It got in there. But yeah, overall, I think things are going okay. But that is going to be it for this episode. I think I'm going to stop here. And then 2 episodes prior to this one, I'll be incorporating any comments from that one into the next episode. So, again, I apologize if I've missed anything, but it's the life of recording in a block of episodes when you have to go somewhere, be away from your home base, your home station, my own personal colony. I'm going to go hang out with my parents, so thank you for your patience. But hey, we're 1 cycle short of 69. That's a big milestone. Again, the immune system 100%, which is good to see. Stress 0%, it's good to see. Good surplus of food, even if it's just a lice loaf. So soon we're going to start. That's going to be like a next stage, I guess, of this colony, is to start growing a little bit of everything. So this space here is actually going to be, like, we'll keep this here for the meal lice, and we can expand it. But I'm going to have to figure out where I want to do the other stuff. And I want to leave this area generally uninterrupted so that we can expand with more transformers and, you know, more coal stuff if we need it. Certainly, we're going to need some more batteries over here. We could always actually put some batteries on this side as well and just keep this connection here. I might do that, balance it out a little bit. Gonna get the natural gas somewhere in this realm. So yeah, in terms of farming, I'm not too sure. What we could do is, you know what? Maybe in this area, we could open this up, farm some stuff here, have another thing here, and then we're going to be moving this water back over here in time. So as it drains, you know, we can open it up and just keep basically going down this way. This could be the farm side of the base. And then we could always relocate this if we decide we want to do that. Farm stuff, though, it's going to have to basically be finely tuned to specific plants. So some require light, some require certain heating. So some of these rooms might be a little more technologically advanced and all that stuff. But I'll figure it out. You know, we'll start one plant at a time and work our way, you know, towards eating some other goodies. But again, that's it for this episode. Enough talking. I'm out of here. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Until then, peace out.